Chini, can you introduce a bit about yourself?
Okay, so I'm Chini Lichangco. I'm a designer from Philippines. So I create like a lighting, furniture, and home accessories design focused on craft. So most of my works are really made by myself. But I also create I also collaborate with different manufacturers from ceramics and furniture. So yeah, I wanted to merge both.
So you're studying product design?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I studied product design in LSL College of St. Benilde.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when is your studio starting?
I started my studio after during the pandemic, so it was like 2022 or yeah. I started creating at 2022, but I guess I started like 2023.
Okay. So it's fresh, very fresh.
Yeah, it
Okay,
is.
okay. So we met at Emerge the first time, and then now I think the second time at Emerge
Yes.
you participating.
This is my third time.
This is your third time. This is also my third time. I skipped 1 year. So yeah. What do you think about the show?
The show is different, but it's also good. So I guess because it's a different curation from Super Mama, but there's always like, I think what's good about this one is I see the effort in selling compared last, but also so there's always like a good side from the last year, and there's like a good side from this year.
Do you see this kind of event in the Philippines, let's say?
I guess it's a dream of mine to have like an event like this where the Philippines would see how other countries would do. I really love joining Emerge here in Singapore because I get to see what Indonesia can do or Singapore can do, because all designers think differently, and we can all get knowledge from how they think. Yeah.
So we can, I think I agree. I think I get a lot of perspective by looking at other designers and what they are doing right now, and how what is relevant and what is not relevant anymore. I think shows like Emerge is training us about our senses, and we get to meet each other.
I agree.
What is designing for you then?
I think design is knowing how we can improve our life. So like when I say it's a bubble, it's good to be in a bubble, but we can't always be there. If we're always in the bubble, we wouldn't know how, how we can innovate, right? So we would always think na what we're doing is enough, but really each time passes and there's always like an innovation to things. And there's always like a new problem that we would encounter in the future that we need to solve as designers.
So how do you describe the Philippines design?
Philippine design is still evolving in a way that it's hard to create an identity from, because Philippines in a way is still like there's a lot of culture in it, and there's a lot of happenings in the Philippines that we couldn't really see what identity it could be, because like there's like culture from different religions, and then there's like culture that we got from the countries that occupied us from before. So it's hard to like merge all of it, but also be like relevant to now. So for now, I think it's still evolving, but Philippine design is evolving in a way that we have to think of how all of us behave, or how traditions shape us. Yeah. So it's not it's not just about craft. It's not about um like the vendors or the simple things
Mm.
that we use, but it's shaped by the designers also, right? So we are the ones who shape what the identity of our country is. So yeah, you also shape the identity of Indonesian design.
Maybe because like you say, it's still evolving. I think also Indonesian design, I think, is still evolving because like you mentioned, there's a lot of religion, there's a lot of tribe, there's a lot of ethnicities,
Yes.
and all of that contribute to the flavors of our country, right?
Mhm.
So sometimes it's very difficult to pinpoint what is Indonesian design or what is Philippines design.
Yeah.
I understand the frustration because at the global stage, we want to uh, present our country like really proud that this is Indonesia or this is the Philippines. But then again, if we don't know who we are in terms of styles or maybe in terms of the DNA in design, it's going to be very difficult. That is also my journey in becoming designer. So, because previously, before I opened my own studio, I worked with a company that allowed me to go to abroad for exhibitions to Europe, to America, China, and stuff, and the other country. I see what is lacking from our design.
Yes.
I always envy the European, or maybe the Japanese, that they really have a very strong DNA. We can immediately sense that, oh, this is a Japanese design, and this is coming from Europe, or this is American. While us in Southeast Asia is very different. It's like we are struggling, but then again, we know we are different, but we don't know how to communicate without being too traditional, maybe. Because sometimes when we talk about identity, weaving is always involved.
Yeah.
Right, and then suddenly, if it involves weaving, it involves traditional materials, and suddenly the looks and feels, it become very traditional. While the world is evolving, I think what's interesting is the young generation then that they can present themselves without being too traditional, but relevant enough, but still have their DNA of the country. I don't know what designers in the Philippines are feeling right now.
Oh, yeah. So I think like for designers in the Philippines, like it's always what material do we have? Like, and then the Philippines is like a different islands. So there's in this island it's a different culture from Visayas. It's a different culture, and Visayas is a different islands as well. So each like Cebu is a different culture, Dumaguete is a different culture. So I think that one is also making it harder to create an identity. But that's not really, it's not a challenge, but I guess being multicultural is already an identity, and you should embrace it also. So yeah,
That's a good point.
yeah. So Indonesia is also like a different islands and a different culture also.
Yes, different cultures, different religions, different style and aesthetics. I think it's very dynamic, and it's really hard to just pick one or two.
Right.
And it's not fair
Yes.
if we just stick to one or two. So how do those things influence you, like in your design?
Yeah, so knowing what resources you have is important for design.
Resource, you mean like materials?
Yes, material and the people around you who creates also. So like in Manila, there's not much resources available. So there's a lot of designers there who's more keen on using plywood as their main material because that's
It's easy to get.
it's easy to get. So other than plywood, they create like recycled plastics. Yeah. So if we go to a different island like Cebu, this is filled of different materials. So a lot of weaving is involved. Weaving wood or any natural material. So yeah, it's also that's how I think that's how the design identity evolves. Would be knowing what material is
So
available.
it is shaped by the material that you found from your surroundings, basically. If it's you like you live in a city or maybe you live in a suburbs, it's going to be like very different outcome.
Right. But I guess it's also a challenge for us to know what is our DNA because it's all evolving in different directions, but it's all good, right? So it's hard to identify which one is really the DNA for Philippines because all of it is Filipinos working.
Oh, interesting. How is the design scene in Philippines work? I mean, like, is it the same with the other countries, or like how after you graduate, and then what do you do?
I think that's why it's still evolving because there's still a small amount of designers in our country, and yeah, so it's good what's happening now, and that designers in our country is having this type of opportunities. So with these opportunities, students from our country sees this as an inspiration that there's a career in industrial design and we can create our own designs. Yeah, so yeah, I think that part is helping it grow. Yeah.
Are there a lot of product designs in the Philippines? I mean, like established one, or just a few.
Just a few. The
Just
ones
a few.
yes.
Kenneth,
Yeah.
the very famous ones.
Yeah, so Sir Kenneth and then Dito Selma, Ito Kish. I guess the ones that you named were the established ones that start so when we graduated, those were the only things that we know that we should go to if we wanted to pursue our industrial design. Yeah. So aside from that, it's either we join them or we go to a different country and work for different countries. Yeah. Yes.
So there's no regenerations. I mean, like there's no young designers that emerging from the Philippines.
That's so like now there's like a shift from that perspective of going to these designers to work. Now a lot of students or like our age are seeing that we can actually create our own studios. I guess it emerged because of the pandemic. So because a lot of us lost our jobs, so we realized that we can actually create pieces or we can be makers. We can design and create our own and show it to the world. Yeah. So yeah, I think pandemic has shifted the design community in the country in a way that it's growing because of it.
So there's new studios being started after the pandemic then?
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
A lot of studios happened and and there's a shift in the design aesthetics as well.
Design aesthetics, how is that?
Because I guess before we'd always look at what the previous designers have and that's all we thought were good. But then during pandemic, I think people became more curious and decided to create their own style. I mean, their own design.
Yeah, pushed maybe by the condition.
So a lot of people have the urge to create their own. So that's how the aesthetic grew.
Interesting. So, how do you see the design scenes in the Philippines in the futures? I mean, because your generation is going to be the one that changed the design scene from the previous names.
I'm hopeful for the future of the Philippine design because the new designers are also very much supportive of each other. So I think it's important that the design community always helps one another for it to grow. And so also in helping one another, you learn what else can be improved. Right? Yeah.
So you really see that, I think from what you're saying is, you really see the importance of community in designs.
Yes.
How about the government?
For the government, I think there are projects from our country that helps designers, but I think there's like always this lack of awareness from some part. Like the support from the government would always not get through some of the young designers because they didn't know that there are young designers.
So there's a gap then.
Yes.
From the young designers to the government.
Yes.
What you, from your perspective, what is the solution for that gap? What can we do, or what can you guys create?
For me, like the gap, there's not much that I can do actually, but it's important to create awareness in a way that there are these young designers and we just have to be louder so that the government could hear our voice. Yeah, so
louder, you mean more exhibition, maybe in social media, maybe the presence will be...
Yes, right. So we need to like create more of our presence in social media and exhibitions that sadly some of it is not supported by the government, but we have to do it for the government to recognize us. Right.
Do you think to be a successful designers in the Philippines, you really need a government support, or you can do it by yourself?
To be successful, I guess to be successful, you really need resources and support, and it would be great if the government would help really for starting designers.
Yeah.
Because it's exactly what young designers need.
True.
Support.
Financial support.
Yes, financial support.
Well, at least a chance to be presented in areas like Emerge or Singapore Design Week, or maybe Milan Design Week.
Yes.
Something that is difficult to reach by the young generations of designers.
Don't have enough
resources, financial.
No. So in Indonesia, is it the same?
I think in our country the problem is the same. We're still struggling with maintaining idealism in design and also financial. I think as a designer, you need to balance those two, right?
Yeah.
I was so eager to know that a lot of young designers are emerging in a lot of countries right now. They bring their own perspective to create something that is... At one point, I was so sure that Southeast Asia is all about weaving and materials and all the traditional stuff, because that is what we are rich, our heritage, right? But I was so happy because I was so wrong, because all these designers are coming with a lot of interesting stuff, with alternative materials, with future materials that we are not exposed to from the beginning. So I also have a very high hopes in the future that the new generation of designers will bring Southeast Asia to the global stage with a new perspective.
Right.
Hmm.
I think it's also important for like Southeast Asia to like yeah, this is nice because I'm learning a lot about Indonesia, and yeah, I hope you're learning a lot about Philippines.
Yeah, of course.
Because like we should help one another to create like a scene so that we could be in a global stage.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's true. I also thought that Southeast Asia is just like it's all weaving because that's what I
Weaving.
thought. But being here in Emerge made me understand that it's not just about that because there's a lot of experimental materials
Yes.
and design that's going, which is becoming like a hopeful insight for me. And then from the practices of others, you get to get better also.
True.
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
So, what sort of like the problem, a problem that is happening in the Philippines that can be solved by involving design?
Okay, so what sort of problem?
See? Miss Universe kind of questions.
That's a tough question because like there's a lot of problems in the Philippines that that can be resolved actually if it has like a good design. And then what can I think about? There's like a lot.
Take your time.
Okay.
Well, from the Indonesian perspective, for this couple of years, we've been trying so hard to preserving the traditional craftsmanships of Indonesia because there's no young or regenerations of craftsmanship, crafters, and they're all dying. It's a dying art, I think.
Yes.
Everywhere, especially in Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
We are all the peoples are being replaced by machines, and yeah, that's why I talk about identity before, because I don't know what will happen if everything is being replaced and there's no regenerations of weavers maybe, and the young generation don't want to weave anymor. They want to be a TikTok artist, influencer. So
I think that that's a shared problem with us. Like I had like a conversation with my friends before talking about the craft in our country, especially like the woodworking. So there's not much woodworkers in our country who does sculptures.
yeah.
So that part of our heritage is dying because before, like a lot of churches are the wood and the furniture in our country is always like a lot of sculptured wood with this intricate details of flowers and design. But now, if we look around the country, there's not much of it. And then like a friend of mine told me that the artisans before who does this are now in the boat, what do you call this? Like the boat who does like ice sculptures. So so now they're going on the cruises that does like ice sculpture. So that's what happened. So now they don't pass this type of
knowledge
to the next generation, and it's already dying, which is sad because it's like a huge part of our country's heritage. So I'm not sure what's gonna happen, but I hope that it doesn't die out.
What do you think we should do? I mean, we share the same problems, the dying art of craft in Southeast Asia. But what do you think is doable, or what is the solution for this problem? Do you think?
Oh yeah, so us designers, we have like this we have the knowledge of what's a good design and how can we create this. And we see this craft, this process that we have like a knowledge of. So we can create designs that uses this. So with that design, and then we can sell it, and then that way it doesn't die out. So that's one way.
Try to prolong the life of the craft
Yes.
itself by incorporating the techniques, maybe,
Yes.
to the
yes.
products. Yeah, but is it still relevant?
It can be.
It can be relevant.
Yes. It's our. I think as a designer, it's our job for that craft to still be relevant to this day.
It's our responsibility then.
Yes. Yes.
So, Chini,
you.
thank you so much for your time. It's been a very lovely conversation.
Mhm.
I hope we can do this again soon, maybe in Manila if you're
Oh,
doing
yeah.
something. I really want to talk also to Bien, your friend. I
Uh-huh.
think he also has another perspective in his mind,
Oh yeah.
and I'm hoping we can meet again very soon.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, I'll invite you in
Yay.
Manila soon.
All right,
Okay.
all right.
Yeah, it would be good if you could talk to Bian because he's more. Yeah, he has a lot of things to say.
I think we should. I think we have to like transfer all the perspective and knowledge between Indonesia and the Philippines, and
Yeah,
I think it will be great.
it's good because yeah, I learned a lot.
All right, I'll see you soon then.
Okay,
Bye.
thank you, thank
Bye.
you.